My name is Precious. I am in grade 7B and I study at Green Hills.
Okay, and why are you thankful for Young Life?
I am thankful for Young Life because it has taught me a lot and made me grow closer to God, and it made me know things I didn't know before about God. Yeah.
Okay, and how has it impacted your relationship with God?
It impacted my relationship with God. Before I didn't know so much about God. I just was like I would go to church and pray and everything, but then I really never used to understand the concept about why I should praise God. But now I do, and I feel like I've grown closer to God and through this process of Young Life, and that's what has usually impacted to grow closer to God.
Yeah.
It's Young Life because it helped me a lot, and I think that's it.
Okay, and if Young Life was no longer here, what would you miss?
Everything. Almost everything.
I'm thankful for Young Life because it reaches kids across the city and it puts adults in their lives to teach them about Christ.
I'm thankful that we get to reach kids that are unreached and kids that have a lot of transitions in their lives, and we are part of their life here in Rwanda, and we get to introduce them to Christ.
I'm thankful for Young Life since it shows that Bible study cannot only be interesting, but it can also be fun.
It's fun, and at the same time it brings me closer to God and teaches me things that I wouldn't learn outside of school.
Because it has helped me get closer to God and know more about Him.
I think it has helped me get closer to God and keep me focused on God.
I've seen it help a lot of people in their daily lives, and it just has given me a greater relationship with God than I never thought I would actually have. So I'm really thankful for this club.
I've had the opportunity to get closer to God, and at the same time enjoying time with my friends, and of course the leaders of the.
I am thankful for Young Life because we learn in such a fun environment, and it helps us get closer to God.
And through Young Life, I've formed some of my best relationships I have, my best friends.
I'm thankful because it's taught me how to trust God more and how to have fun.
When you go to church, you're not allowed to raise your hand, ask a question, but here you can actually ask questions and everything like that.
Because it gives me an opportunity to learn about God without and being able to talk about it without having to figure out what it means by myself.
Before I started coming to Young Life, I wasn't as Christian. I wouldn't read the Bible, I wouldn't pray, and I started doubting that God was even there. But through coming to Young Life, I started believing, and I started getting my questions answered, and it started drawing me closer to God.
Young Life has taught me to be much closer to God and to put my focus on God.
Since before I started doing it, I was actually I didn't have a relationship with God whatsoever, and so it started the relationship, and then it improved it later.
I feel like my relationship with God is now more consistent because I come here every Wednesday and I'm reminded that I need to read my Bible, I need to get things done, and I need to do it all to please God, and it's not just around me, it doesn't revolve around me.
It's shown me more ways to grow in my faith than I had before.
It's definitely made it stronger. I feel closer to Him now that I'm at Young Life. So before I was Young Life, I wasn't really that close to Him, but now I know more about Him.
It kind of opens my eyes every time I go, and camps, it just it makes me feel close and near, and it's just a good environment to be in. I would miss the leaders because they really help just touch your hearts and touch your lives, and without them, I guess I would just be
lost without Young Life.
Here, I would miss the club times. They're very fun.
Leaders, my friends, like hanging out outside of school, because it's really fun.
I would miss Miss Sager first of all, and I would just miss the time when all my friends and I would come and we would eat food and talk about God.
Spiritual and physical food, and the hangouts outside of Young Life.
Everything. I mean, the raffles, candy, the speeches that people give, the friends like Miss Saker.
Yeah, I would just miss the feeling of Young Life.
Thanks for supporting Young Life in Rwanda.
Thank you so much for donating to Young Life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for what you do.
Thank you for donating.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for bringing Young Life to Rwanda.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for your support of Young Life in Kigali. You're making a difference in the lives of lots of kids here.
All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the